I think our casters are ready, so I think we should go to our casters. That is Vivek and Flocky. Please take it away, guys.
Pain. The task is going to be handled by No Chance, who's heading towards the bottom lane. Negi is going to be playing the off-lane Dark Willow, a rather unconventional choice. Ori being played by Swifty in the middle lane, and Tiny being played by Blizzard. So, not too surprising to see the heroes being picked by Signify, but I'm rather surprised to see the roles switch up. We did know that Crowley has been playing support of late for Team Signify. How well it's working out, I'm not too sure about that. Things have been coming out from Team Buriza, so they have spotted the ward in the top lane. Now Crowley is looking to scout out Darshan, but Darshan's not gonna fall anytime soon. Bottom lane, though, Negi, he might be in some trouble. Spectral Dagger, Helm launches the cask. It's only gonna bounce onto No Chance. No Chance is pretty tanky though. Has the Stout Shield, has the Tangos, and the Hour for Venom. But he is gonna have to back off, as the Powder Strike from VP is going to make sure that they secure 2 runes. Helm grabs 1, and Saurabh is going to grab the other one. VP might be in some trouble. Bramble Maze is not going to latch. No chance. Couldn't find the block with the shots either, as it was on cooldown. So, it's going to make sure First Blood doesn't go the way of Team Buriza. And Vivek is back.
I am back. What did I miss? No First Blood?
Nope.
Okay. For those of you just tuning in, you're watching the ESL India Premiership. This is the 3rd edition. You're watching the summer season phase 1, and Team Buriza as well as Signify will open things up. And boy, I love this weekly or bi-weekly meta change that Ice has brought upon us. We're seeing heroes like the Dark Willow getting picked, being played in the offlane here. Negi might actually end up falling. He doesn't have the Shadow Realm. He's got the Bramble Maze. He's going to end up falling. There's not much he can do. No Chance can only watch with that 1 point in ice shots.
Yeah, I'm rather surprised that they're still trying to dual lane against this really strong tri-lane. Against Witch Doctor, Sand King, Inspector, I mean, this dual lane is not going to work out. You're going to need levels to work it out. No Chance just sitting your bottom is not really going to be helpful for Negi. I think you should just try and go top, get some pulls going, just mess with the Dome, screw with his farm a little bit, and like let just Negi catch up later on with levels and ganks, because as we know, Dark Willow, she's one of those heroes that's really strong when she gets a level 6. Bedlam does a batshit ton of damage if you let it, and I think that's the turnaround that Signify should really be looking for. I don't think they need to spend time here on the bottom lane.
Do you feel that Signify have, I mean, they've slightly been cocky with this draft of theirs?
I would like to think so, because all these heroes are rather greedy. I mean, Tiny doesn't come... I mean, Tiny you can say is one of those picks that isn't really that greedy. Like, once he has his blink, he can start moving around the map, which I presume is what Blizzard is gonna do. Odie, on the other hand, too, needs a lot of farm, and Puck is one of those heroes that actually does pretty well against the Odie. As we can see in the middle lane, the Puck is actually 8 for 0, and Swifty is 5 for 3. So he does have the upper hand in the CS department as of now, but I'm not sure how long that's gonna last.
Bottom lane, they're looping around for Negi again. They've got the cast, the daggers there, the Burrow Strike to hold him in place. Negi turns around from the Shadow Realm, does a fair bit of damage, will manage to bring down Helm, and there's No Chance with the snowball, with the save. It's now a 2 for 2 for all intents and purposes in the bottom lane, but VP goes in with the Burrow. He'll find the trade, he'll find Negi. And I think Team Buriza are okay with this. They're losing a support, but they're getting an offlaner.
Team Buriza, they just need to make sure that they don't lose the Sand King, because that's going to set him back further, and you don't want the Sand King to be behind at any point in the game. It's one of those heroes that always does well if he has a bunch of levels, and if he doesn't have that, he's not going to have that impact on the game that you want him to.
I remember you asking me before the game, like, who's Team Buriza, what are the ranks, who are these players? I haven't heard of them before. I'm going to get back to that a little later. Bottom lane, Saurabh needs to be careful. He's chilling in the Bramble Maze. Well, he's going to be okay. So Team Buriza are a bunch of folks that all played in the U-Cypher tournament together. I had the
Okay.
pleasure of casting some of the games. VP did lead the team that ended up winning the tournament. He's a rather solid 4 position. And
Okay.
just as I say that, I catch him dying up top. The 3 toss and Crowley with the last auto attack. But yeah, they've all played together. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses rather well. Bottom lane,
Bottom
no
lane.
chance. No chance in Negi do team up. The Shadow Realm damage will net them a kill. And Saurabh steps out of the Bramble Maze.
No
The Maledict
chance.
is upon no chance. He is going to end up falling. And yeah, Saurabh's going to pick up the kill for himself.
Yeah, that Dark Willow with the crazy attack animation, man. She can dish out a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
her? It's like 1.4 seconds. That's her attack speed. It's so damn fast in the early game. The base attack time. I think only Oracle comes as close to Willow in that matter, and I think that's one of the reasons why Willow is really good in these 1v1 situations, because the moment
Okay.
you start trading right clicks, hold that thought, bottom lane, sort up.
Yeah, he's dropping low. The cask is there from Helm. The shots will block them off. They need to chase, but he's got the dagger, and that free pathing will allow Saurabh to survive.
Yeah, I
Team
like.
Buriza barely dodging a bullet there.
Yeah, one charge is coming in handy there for Saurav. I think he had saved up around 10 one charges. And look at this! How convenient. The Regen Rune has spawned in the bottom lane.
Oh yeah, Saurabh picks it up for himself.
Look, top lane.
Up top.
So,
Actually,
sorry, that's
across
bottom lane.
all lanes. Okay.
What is that? Bottom lane. The
Bottom
Sand King
lane.
at that bottom lane, yeah. I'm a little surprised that the Sand King decided to go for the Arcane Boots. In all honesty, I mean, I can understand why Arcane Boots, because you don't really expect the Witch Doctor to be building one. He's going to be poor for the most games, so he's going to buy Tranquils, and you like to sort of give your team the mana with the Arcane Boots. But I think having Tranquils and Soul Ring is much better on any position you go for on Sand King, right? Because you need that extra mobility to land the Burrow Strike. Tranquil Boots gives you 90 movement speed, and then you add a Windlace. It's like, you're going to be moving pretty fast and landing those Burrow Strikes very easily.
It is.
Mid lane,
up top, they are going to toss Darshan out of position. He has got the Scorched Earth and he's matching up with both Crowley and Blizzard. I don't think he's going to come out on top here. Blizzard's got 1 charges, another point in the toss. Will toss Crowley. Crowley doesn't have the brain sap for a while, but they'll just smack him with that tree and bring him down.
Yeah, pretty easy kill there for Blizzard, who's going to be level 6 now, and he has the Aquila. Curious to see what build he goes for. I'd like to see him go Blink Dagger, maybe. Sort of help his team out in those early fights and just get rolling on the Spectre, because you give the Spectre space to farm, she's gonna crush you late game.
Right. A blink on the Tiny.
Yeah, blink on the Tiny, and mid lane Swifty's actually managed to do a lot better than the Buck. The Buck is, he's not doing too well. He was doing well at the start of the game, but Swifty's controlled the lane very easily with the 2 points in Arcane Orb and the
They want to turn things around. Now, Micro is a little experience away from hitting 6, but I think with the cast they might have the damage. They've got that point in the coil. They're going to drop it, but Swifty just holds his ground and no chances there with the snowball. They look to turn. The puck should probably end up falling. The phase shift and the orb, he jukes his way out of there. Now VP looks to turn. His Barrow Strike on cooldown, but the damage is there from Signify. The orb and the brain sap will be more than enough, and now Helm drops the cast, looks to run, and no chance with the shots. He's going to find the puck. Helm is looking to turn. He's got the Maledict. He wants his kill onto the dust, but Crowley just moving forward. I don't know if Team Buriza have caught his bluff, but Crowley doesn't have any mana to work with, and no chance with the snowball will most certainly end up falling. It's a messy affair in the mid lane. I think the big standout there was Signify didn't lose a core. The OD stayed alive. They did lose no chance, but that was their only loss in exchange for a puck, and just a puck. So no chance for a puck. I think that's absolutely okay for Signify.
Yeah, and I mean, they wasted Dream Coil, they wasted a bunch of spells, forced a Spectre TP out, so she's not going to be getting any farm anytime soon.
Yeah.
And I think this is really what Signify need to do. Just keep the pressure up, don't give Buriza any room to farm. And you have the heroes to do that. You have the Dark Willow, you have the Tiny, you have the OD. All these heroes are really good at
I'm
fighting.
gonna cut you off. There's a Haunt, a Doom, and a Witch Doctor trying to chase this Tiny up top. Darshan is dropping low, but he's got the Scorched Earth regen. Saurabh will give chase. The Maledict upon Blizzard, not enough. Crowley doesn't have the brain sap for a bit. BP goes in with the Power Strike, but there isn't any follow-up. Team Buriza commit 4 heroes to the top lane and end up finding nothing while down bottom. Micro's got to be careful. He actually... Yeah, he's
He
okay.
walked into the bramble. Yeah, he's gonna be fine for now. Oh, he's trying to get Negi, but Negi just chukes the orb there.
Yeah. I think Dark Willow is like the equivalent of a drunk driving test. If you're drunk, you're definitely going to get caught in that bramble maze. There's no way you sidestep that. If you aren't, if you're sober, you should be getting away.
Hold that thought. Top lane,
Oh,
Blizzard. Yeah, he was dropping pretty low, but
he is.
fortunately for him, Avalanche saved him.
Down bottom though, Saurabh goes in with the dagger. Um,
Yeah, he can't find the skill or no
I,
chance. He's
I
just
want
too
to
damn
say
tanky.
this, and we still did have a fair amount of viewers just lingering over from the CSGO game. I honestly feel that this edition of the ESL India Premiership is going to be a lot more competitive. Reckoning Infinity has a rather promising lineup. Team Buriza, I mean, irrespective of the outcome of this game, they played a phenomenal laning stage.
Top lane.
Just as I say that, they lose 2 up top. The Nightmare
Oh wow, saving
might
the
have
Doom.
kept, yeah, might have kept Darshan alive. Now they're trying to toggle it off, and Darshan looks to turn with the Infernal Blade. Will get Crowley. The question is, will Blizzard find the kill? And indeed he will. While down bottom, but no chance in Negi team up. They find themselves a kill onto the Spectre, but they do end up losing that Dark Willow.
Yeah, looks like Crowley for a second there forgot which team he was playing on, saving the Doom and
Yeah.
allowing him to score a kill. VP, he's not had the most amount of success. I want to talk about this for a moment. Top lane, once again, VP might just be dead here. Crowley has the brain sap, and
Yeah.
he's gonna get the kill.
Solo kill for Crowley there. Yeah, I mean VP's been roaming a lot. Hasn't been doing too well in the EXP department. This is something that a Tomb could remedy.
Mhm.
But yeah, no chance of just doing a lot better as far as EXP is concerned. If we toggle over to individual net worth, Blizzard, I mean, it's 3 heroes from the side of Signify right at the top. Signify, I mean, it seems as if they've won their lanes rather handedly. And
Yeah. And this is what Signify have been doing in the past ESL in their premierships, if you notice. They just win the laning phase, and that sort of throws teams off balance. They are sort of confused as to how to recover from the poor laning phase and just topple over completely. I think
Yep.
that's what teams should focus on a bit more, is trying to understand how their draft works and what their strengths are, and what kind of you need to do in case your lanes go bad. Because right now, Team Buriza, they're just rotating all over the map trying to get something done. They feel the pressure. They're like, we need to do something, guys. Signify is just getting a lot from the map right now, and we are not. So let's move around the map and see what we can do. But a lot of this is
the thing
unplanned.
is, they really don't need to do too much. They can wait.
Exactly.
I mean, they've got a Spectre.
Yeah, they've got a
Down
Spectre.
bottom though, Negi and no chance. There are once again they're trying to bring down the Spectre. The Bedlam doing a fair amount of work on the Witch Doctor, but he's gonna survive. Here comes Micro with the coil controlling Negi. The Waning Rift and the Orb will bring him down. No chance trying to run. Micro without the coil has no real control here. No chance is gonna be okay.
Yeah, poor Micro. He doesn't even have a wheel at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Ideally, if you're a fuck, you want boots, you want the wheel of Discord to deal that extra damage. He's also
Right.
level 9 compared to Swifty's level 10. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but yeah, Swifty's almost close to level 11, and
Yeah,
Micro's
I
nowhere
mean,
close to 10. This...
for all intents and purposes, this could have been an off-lane puck.
Yeah, I agree. Even though he's gone mid, he's not going to be having the impact of mid puck.
I think down bottom though, no chance in Negi. Once again, the Bramble Maze is there. Snowball, Walrus Punch, and look at that burst damage coming up from Negi.
Yeah.
4 points in the
really-
Shadow Realm.
Yeah, it's a lot of nuke damage actually. A lot of people underestimate. It's not like your regular Shadow Fiend Raze
Yep.
deals 325. It deals 360 damage, and that's actually quite a big difference.
Ooh, Blizzard missed the
Oh.
opportunity to toss Darshan, but Crowley's there with the Fiend's Grip. Blizzard with the vision, the toss back for good measure, and the Brain Sap will bring down the Doom.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like easy pickings for Signify right now. As
Yep.
long as they have Fiend's Grip and as long as they have the Tiny around, you're always going to be able to find kills and threaten any hero who's going to be there. OD might be in some trouble in the mid lane though, or is it the puck?
Really, I don't think so. I mean, that Waning Rift is going to negate some of the Arcane Orb damage coming out from Swifty. Swifty needs to be careful. He's got an Astral if he wants to save himself. He's copping a lot of damage. No chance. Prematurely with the Snowball trying to save Swifty. Ends up going ahead. Finds the kill on a Micro somehow, but no chance might pay with his own life. Saurabh joining these fights early. Has a bunch of one charges. Has the phase boost. But at mid, they've got the Dark Troll Summoner with the Instinct controlling Swifty. The devout Dark Troll Summoner, in fact, and here comes Negi on the Dark Willow. Has the Bramble Mace in the bedlam, will find the Spectre. VP controlled with the Curse Crown, turns around, lands a 2-man Power Strike. Negi and No Chance might both end up falling, but they'll take the Sand King first. No Chance with the Snowball wants to try and bring down Darshan. The Terrorize being channeled will control both the Doom and Helm. And the Brain Sap, along with the damage coming up from Negi, will bring down the Doom. Micro back into the mid lane, searching for some sort of a trade. Helm and the rest of Buriza, they lost 3 heroes, including a Spectre, and all they found was an OD. Signify getting away with murder in the mid lane.
Yeah, there's not. I don't know what's up with Buriza at the moment. They're not playing the way they need to. They're just responding to Signify's aggression a bit more than they should. I think they should just cut their losses and try to get farm on the puck. This puck needs to find his Blink Dagger before he starts making plays around the map, or at least his Veil of Discard, whatever it is that he decides to go.
You know what?
Then,
I honestly think it's a little too late for
yeah,
a Veil.
Buriza.
For a Veil.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
It's too late, man. I think you just go for the Blink. So
I agree.
The point of going mid on the puck is to get that Veil by say the 11-minute mark and have impact across lanes. And I mean, he's not done too much.
Yeah, it sort of also helps you push the creep wave out. So if the enemy mid laner decides to go for a rune, you just use your you use your 2 nukes, even though they don't deal that much damage. I mean, usually either max illusory or the waning rift. It's enough to clear the creep wave, and then you just pressure the tower and take the tower. But
absolutely,
it's not what's happened for the puck. VP2, he's been trying to roam around all these maps, setting up the kill, but it's not gonna work. He needs to realize that his team needs a bunch of levels. They need some breathing time. They need some ultimates up to fight. Blizzard, he's super tanky, he's not gonna die anytime soon. Bane as well, he's deceptively tanky with the Brain Sap. That's 300 extra health that you need to account for. Dusk as well now has an Urn of Shadows and 1200 HP, he's not gonna die. Dark Willow is sort of the only real hero they can kill, but I think they've also already lost that window because Negi has his
Yule Scepter. Yeah.
Yeah. And just look at how aggressive Signify are playing at the moment. They're just pushing out creep waves, skipping creep waves, and oh, Blizzard! He's gonna find Darshan.
What the hell? I missed that. Was that in the Radiant jungle?
Yeah, I was in the Radiant jungle.
I was looking up top with both VP and Helm. They're trying to bring down Crowley. Look at the hit. A 5-position Bane will lead the Death Ward and an Epicenter. Helm does get caught in the Bramble Mace, and with the Curse Crown and the Shadow Realm will end up falling. VP looks to turn, has the Butter Strike, not a single point in the Sandstorm. He's gonna end up falling as well. And somewhere. Oh, yeah, that was down bottom. Darshan died as well.
Scraps of Fred and Signify, they're just eating all the meat.
Absolutely.
In this game. Swifty, he's gonna be okay with the Astral though. Good awareness there. Saw Micro going forward and didn't want to have any of that aggression. Doom is still the backlines. They might find Swifty if he's not careful. He's just gonna go for the TP out. But
the Doom is there, sort of with the horn. I mean, Team Buriza, I think that was worth it. I think that was absolutely worth it.
I mean, I don't think you needed the Spectre there, but okay, you just spent 3 ultis and now Spectre. I mean, the Spectre didn't even get the kill, did she?
Right.
So, I'm not too sure how good that ulti was, but...
No, Darshan got the kill.
Yeah, I mean, they're all out of ultis now, and now Signify, they can just go. Their ultis have really short cooldowns. You have 30 seconds on the Bedlam. You have like, what, 36 seconds on the Walrus Punch. The only real big cooldowns you have is the Fiend's Grip and the Sanity's Eclipse. So Signify can fight whenever they want, but Buriza don't have the luxury. They need to wait for the Epicenter, the Doom, and just like that, Blizzard, he's gonna find the Spectre, and Sodom is not happy about that.
They've got the Shadow Observer Ward. He walks in with his Shadow Blade. The good news is that Team Buriza recognize what's going on. They're gonna get the D ward off, and yeah. Did they? Wait, who popped the smoke? Okay, both the supports on the side of Team Buriza. Helm and VP on the hunt. Nengi, I mean, he's pushing out the top lane all by himself. Might be pushing his luck a bit too much here. The Yules and the Curse Crown, he's going to set up a fair amount of control onto Darshan, but VP's there with the Butter Strike. No, I mean, come on, that wasn't happening. It is a dominating streak. It is a kill going towards the Spectre.
Yeah, no chance. He's just taunting them. He has the Blink Dagger. Oh, but VP gets the Butter Strike. Snowball. save him for a while, but on the backline, Saurabh's just gonna end up falling in now. No chance. He's eating the death ward. He's gonna end up dying as well. Crowley, he's trying to get the Fiend's grip off, but he's silenced for now.
Crowley's got to be careful. Blizzard controlled by the Insnap. Both Signify, Swifty as well as Blizzard want to fight. They will find Micro with the Fiend's grip. Blizzard is chasing for more, all the way to the Radiant Shrine, bumps into Darshan, probably looking to toss him right back, and he's going to do exactly that. The Eclipse committed. They're going to find Darshan, but Helm will run for the time being. Blizzard actually chasing with that Shadow Blade. Should probably end up finding that kill. VP goes back in with the Burst Strike. Signify, do they have detection? Yes, they do. Crowley with the Sentry gives Swifty a triple kill.
Blizzard, is he gonna fall?
Wait, what the hell is
He's
Blizzard
gonna
doing?
survive.
I mean, I think he copped one tower hit or one hit from the Witch Doctor with that Maldic.
He's just causing deforestation on the map of Dota.
So yeah, I mean, I think the first thing that Team Buriza need to do is...
They just need to stop fighting so much. They just need to push these waves out. They need to have Puck pushing out all these lanes, making space for the team to farm. And once they have a few core items like the Blink Dagger on the Sand King, which 18 minutes and he still doesn't have that. I mean, after you get first blood on Sand King, that really shouldn't be the case. They need to wait for the Blink Dagger, they need to wait for Doom to get one big item, maybe something like the Shadow Blade or the BKB. And then they can start to look for these team fights.
I mean,
sort of
so
like
they
trying to
gave...
ride a car without an engine.
They gave Doom the offlane, but he hasn't really done too much with it.
Well,
I mean,
Doom is one of those heroes that you sort of need to... You have different different skill builds for different situations, but hold that thought.
They've got Blizzard with the coil, the Haunt is there, quick defensive Astral coming up from Swifty. The left Blizzard to dry, but they've got the Terrorize coming up. That's going to send back Darshan and Saurabh. And here comes Negi with the Bedlam and the Bramble Maze. The Shadowrun damage will bring down Darshan. Micro looking to hop out, but the Avalanche is there. Swifty will get the kill. He's dominating at this point. And Negi, he's caught out the Spectre as well. Saurabh trying to run, turns around, drops the dagger. The shards will probably end up blocking him, and no chance. Yeah, he's going to snag that kill for himself.
Yeah, he's gone for the max Tessellate build actually, not skilling that many points of dispersion, and as a result, he's going to be taking a lot of damage from these nukes.
Yeah.
Top lane, Fiend's Grip out onto VP, and he's just going to get pounded to death by Swifty.
I mean...
there's not much that you can do now. I mean...
They've got that blink on the Sand King. They should probably be looking to take... I don't know if they should be taking fights, but I think you also don't want to be in this place where you're giving up too many towers and then the Spectre has no space to farm. I mean
the Spectre hasn't had the space to farm since minute 1. She's
exactly.
Insanely hard, and I think
the
right
going to get too much.
Yeah, I think the right response from Buriza should have been to send the Sand King top and sort of try to make plays there, force the dust to rotate over there.
They've got Swifty though. The dagger's there, the orb, the Doom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a mega kill streak.
Well, they committed 2 ultis, found a kill, that's good for them, but Crowley, look at him, he is so damn cocky.
I mean, this is silly, but VP, he did the right thing. He jumped onto Blizzard. Unfortunately, the control wasn't there. Helm pushed back with the Terrorize, will fall to the Tiny, and Blizzard moves on for more. He's caught Darshan with the toss. The Curse Crown is there. That will eventually proc onto Darshan, who turns around, drops the instant. VP 2-man Burrow Strike, but where's the follow-up? It just isn't there. Darshan ends up falling. Micro trying to bring down this Tusk. No chance with the Snowball. The question is, where is he going? He's going to low ground. He's going over to the Ancient Cap. Negi turns around, drops the Curse Crown. The Avalanche is there. They want this kill on the Tusk, but no chance survives. Earns himself, and Saurabh ends up falling. Helm comes in with the cast, the Maledict, and the Death Ward. They might find Blizzard at the very least, and indeed they will. That's a godlike streak taken away. VP still has another Burrow Strike. He's gonna throw it out onto No Chance, who turns around, drops the shards, finds the kill onto the Witch Doctor, and might find VP as well.
I mean, this is a Signify outclassing their opponents. It's not even about the draft, it's just about the plays. No chance, they're barely getting away with any amounts of HP. Helm had to buy back just to secure the kill on the Tiny, and even then he ended up falling. This is just Buriza getting handled by Signify. As much as I don't want to take credit away from Signify, I think Buriza sort of should have thought a bit more about how they want to approach the Spectre getting so much... the Spectre like just getting ran at early on in the game, as I'd like to say.
Right.
What they need to do is they need to shift the aggression, they need to take your Sand King, you need to take your Witch Doctor, move around the map a little bit. I mean, don't sack your Spectre completely, but if you don't move around the map trying to force other sort of objectives and other things. Oh,
mid lane, they've got Darshan, the Fiend's Grip is there. Swifty has the damage.
Yeah, and if you just don't move around the map, you're never going to be able to find the space you need to farm. So you need to be more active. And that's what sort of Buriza's lineup is meant to do. You have the Witch Doctor, you have the Buck.
They've got VP
Oh,
as well.
no.
I think they got detection, indeed they have. They got an earn as well. Swifty will come in. 20 stolen intelligence already, and Saurabh's dropping low somewhere else. Yeah, down bottom, Blizzard chasing down the Spectre. Saurabh turns around, drops the dagger, but he's gonna end up falling. I think Blizzard's even completed an Echo Saber.
Yeah, ping, 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 ping from Team Buriza. They are not happy about this.
They aren't. So, I mean, I don't know how many of you ended up catching U-Cypher, but Spectre was one of the hot picks in U-Cypher, and pretty much nowhere else around the world at that point. I'm still not seeing it do too much. Saurabh, he's struggling to farm. He's looking for a Blade Mail. That's his best hope of having any contribution in these team fights.
I think
it's a hard game for him.
Buriza just need to wait for all their heroes to respawn. Then they need to smoke his foe, go somewhere, force some TPs out, and that's going to create some space on the map for Saurabh to farm. At the moment, he's just sitting ducks and responding to what Signify is doing. And Dota is a very... It's a game where you don't want to be reacting unless you have really good... unless you have a team that centers around reacting. I mean, you have Sand King, Doom, and Puck. These heroes, they're not the best at reacting to what the enemy does. You want to go around the map and sort of do your own thing.
VP's gone in. Got a two-man Burrow Strike onto Negi and Crowley. They'll turn around with the Bramble Maze. It's controlling both VP as well as Helm that terrorizes them. Micro comes in with the coil. Blizzard looks to run in. Doom coming out onto Negi. They want this Dark Willow. They might find it, but Blizzard, he's already done his work. He's found the Puck, the Doom, and VP goes back into the epicenter, but the damage he takes is more than the damage he gives. The Death Ward comes through, and Swifty with the Sanity's Eclipse finds himself a double. He's chasing for Saurabh. He might actually find the Spectre. I mean, wait, what?
Yeah, VP just called it GG.
Okay. A 24-minute GG.
Yeah, this is just Signify giving Team Buriza a big spanking on their butt.
But yeah, I mean, props to Buriza. I think they give a good fight. A lot of teams in the past, whenever they played versus Signify and teams of that caliber, they just stop processing the game and just go into autopilot.
Yeah.
Good game coming up from Buriza. That's it as far as Dota 2 is concerned for the day. Over to both RD and Angela to take you through the rest of the evening.